Another activity of Mayan families is the building of homes. Some of the homes we saw were fairly livable. This one here was one of the better ones, with stucco walls, a steel corrugated roof that, although rusty, kept out the rain. This second picture is of a house that is more typical of the very poor indigenous people. The back wall is made of wood, and as you can see, it is not very airtight. The wall on the right is concrete block part of the way up, and some other material higher up. The wall on the left side that you can barely see is made of strips of bamboo and mud. Some of the walls I've seen were made from corrugated steel, some were partly plastic, or some other material that people could scrounge. This next house is adobe. This is a very green building technique. The material is very local. Here you can see the adobe bricks that are drying in the sun. Adobe houses are very comfortable. They soak up the sun's heat in the daytime and keep the house warmer at night. The locals, however, look down upon adobe houses as old-fashioned. Adobe is very durable, but it must be kept out of the rain. This house had a leaky roof in one of the rooms, and as a consequence, the back wall caved in. We were very lucky this year in that we got to participate in some of the home building. A group has to gather a lot of money in order to pay for the supplies needed to build a home. There was a group from Seattle that was building a home. They lost 2 of their volunteers due to accident and illness. They were glad to let us help out. This site was about a quarter-mile from the nearest road. All the supplies had to be carried in. The blocks, the cement, the sand, the rebar. The trench for the footing was dug by hand. All the mortar was mixed by hand. Even though this will be a one-story home, rebar is used because Guatemala is prone to earthquakes. Here we are cutting pieces of steel rod and bending them with a jig to make the pieces that hold the rebar in place. The next picture shows us sifting sand to remove the larger pebbles. We don't want big pebbles in the mortar. Unfortunately, we did not get to see the completion of the home, as it takes longer than the week we volunteered, but you can see that it will be a sturdy, practical, and comfortable home.